At Facing History, we integrate the lessons of history with the choices and issues young people face today. One of those issues is bullying. We're proud that Facing History has been at the forefront of the anti-bullying movement, and this year served as the lead educational partner of the film Bully. To share their personal stories through their word poems, it is my pleasure to introduce Sunny Ali, Sarah Decker, Abby Morenbay, and Joshua Sumer.
Fifth grade.
Summer.
Best friend Janet, the one who always stood up for others. Me, I choose bully. I knew it wasn't the right thing, but it felt like it was the only thing to do. The insecurity overwhelming, the judgment begins. Marissa, we call her Miss Piggy. Her weight our target, someone to laugh at. We chose those who were different.
Me, sixth grade, me, new school, Bengali my first language, English my second.
The seeds of trouble take fruit.
They view me as a bad person. In the moment, it felt like everyone.
I am the unknown.
The jokes start, basketball courts, monkey bars,
Playground.
In the yard, a gang rushed towards me. Their
eyes filled with hate.
My eyes closed. Bam! A beatdown. Me, scared. It all happened at once. They put a red dot on my head. Muslim, not Hindu.
They are the uninformed.
I am the unknown. They had everything wrong. The girls choose upstander. Try to stop it. I remain silent. I choose antisocial.
Stereotypes.
When things are plain wrong.
Math class.
Me, 10 years old, fifth grade. In Nigeria, we raise our hand and stand. But in America, there's no need to stand. But I stand and speak. My accent obvious.
The class laughs.
They laugh because they don't know what to do. Tears flow like Niagara Falls.
Can she get any more weird?
I choose
bystander.
To myself, never to a family. My mother would have came down and raised the ruckus. Me labeled as a snitch, I choose to avoid it. Born in Nigeria,
the stereotypes begin.
They say,
do you have shoes in Africa?
Do you have a giraffe in your compound?
African booty
scratcher.
Hated my mom for cutting my hair. My anger boiling. I blame, not them, their media. The jabs cut deep.
Sixth grade.
Lunchtime.
Staircase. Cafeteria. Me. Back of the line. He turns around.
Bam!
A punch in the stomach out of nowhere. I grab for the rail.
Gasp!
The teacher, a witness. She chooses
bystander.
Keeps walking. He calls me names. Pain and confusion. More confused than hurt. Why is this happening to me?
We chose those who were different, but not Janet.
What's the point of picking on someone?
She'd ask. She chose upstander. Then her heart gave out, a heart that let everyone in. It happened in cheerleading practice.
A school tragedy.
Janet was gone. Her funeral, so many people there. The same face of anguish on all of us.
A sea of flowers.
All the different cliques from school, cheerleaders, nerds, and jocks. No sense of obligation. She belonged to all of us. She defied the cliques, the understanding of such a good person, lost. I asked myself, is it worth it to stand up for something you know is wrong? Why was Janet so special? How can I learn to be like her?
11th grade, Facing History School Assembly.
A Muslim American speaks.
His life changed forever in a post-9/11 world.
They call it Islamophobia.
Nowadays, it's easier to hate than to learn about the actual facts.
He explains,
they call it misinformation.
I introduced myself, shook his hand, told him what happened to me.
It's even worse for young kids.
He says,
it'll either get better or worse. It's our job to educate people.
My reply, that's all we can hope for.
Me in Facing History class.
The seeds of judgment revealed.
The media skews the image.
Back to fifth grade.
25 students and just me. I remain silent. I fight back the tears. I choose bystander to myself. 7th grade.
The turnaround.
The questions persist. My anger at a tipping point. I shout,
don't even go there. Don't even start.
They back off, but they whisper the angry African stereotype under their breath.
10th grade.
The blue-eyed, brown-eyed experiment.
An old 1970s film from the Facing History Library. Blue-eyed got opportunity and freedom. Brown-eyed given patches to label them different. Superior and inferior.
The fights ensue.
Next, the power shift happens. Brown-eyed take advantage.
The cycle continues.
After the turmoil, they vow never to put down those that are different.
The realization.
How fast we turn upon one another.
9th grade.
Acelia is from Yemen. Davon asks,
is your uncle Osama? If I stop, will you promise not to blow me up?
I choose
Upstander.
stand by my friend.
It's not funny.
I say. Davon and his crew retreats.
11th grade.
Me, in the middle of a brawl, I choose
Upstander.
Couldn't stop it. I needed more people. I'd do it again. I tried to talk reason with everybody.
No longer the unknown. Middle school arrives. I think of Janet, but I choose bystander. Conflicted, stuck in between. I ride the bystander train. Fast forward. Me in facing history class. The teacher writes 6 million on the chalkboard. I hear of Irene Zisblot, a Holocaust survivor who swallowed her mother's diamonds to save a piece of her own past. How strong she was. The magnitude of 6 million lives lost because of a culture of bystanders. The choice. One person who chooses upstander leads by example until there are many. Society shifts. How long will I ride the bystander train?
10th grade. Nancy doesn't talk. Everyone wants to hear her speak. They provoke and taunt. One day, gym. Soccer. They target Nancy.
Talk.
They demanded.
Why won't you talk?
Repeatedly and annoyingly. The boiling point. She won't speak. So I do. I choose
Upstander.
I shout.
Let her be herself.
10th grade, facing history class.
The video.
Asians labeled as smart. I have fallen prey to the stereotype mentality.
The uncomfortable understanding
of someone else's torment. That a stereotype
is still a stereotype.
Jokes that can hurt, I choose to stop.
Fall, cross country, my coach, Miss Sock, also the facing history teacher and head of diversity club, chooses me, an invitation.
Would you be interested in this?
I choose yes.
The eye-opener.
We learn and listen. Students from different schools gather, and strangers become friends.
Our judgments fading.
Misconceptions go bye-bye. The turnaround.
Summer.
Honors class.
We meet Japanese atomic bomb survivors, a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Who will tell their story?
We debate war and options, right and wrong. We perform a play about when the bomb hit. We place ourselves in their shoes.
We experience their history.
Without all the pain.
Now, me,
The realization.
they target those that won't speak for themselves. But my confidence is overflowing of who I am. I fight back with logic and information. I find the connection to now, grabbing the past and bringing the lessons
To the future.
My desire to connect the past with the now. From Nigeria to the world, I choose my identity. I am African, and I will teach you to deal with it.
Now, the evolution of understanding and bravery. I choose Upstander. Learning to live like Janet, it's so easy to evolve.
To
open one's mind. And letting go of judging, we can beat the fear factor. With courage, like Janet. Now.
My evolution from antisocial to social, making videos my forte, good at talking to people.
I joined the march.
I protest for education and equality. My job to capture the action.
A sea of people.
Well, I was supposed to leave, but I chose to stay.
The realization.
There's a lot more people willing to make change. There's a lot more people willing to help. People care, all different types of people.
The upstanders.
We aren't alone.
We are no longer the unknown. Now.
The understanding of bystanders, survivors, and victims, and the plight of homophobia, Islamophobia, racism, and misogyny. The tide of history is changing.
Yet equality is still an issue.
The desire for a normal life, to live like everyone else.
The realization.
Young people are the future. It starts with the young.
We have a choice.
To vote, to participate, and not be a bystander to today's history. It matters to everyone to have an opinion based on learning, to have a say in who represents you.
To have a voice. We
have a voice.